How I use ChatGPT daily for grants and business. I'm going to be sharing with you my schedule, my business, and my results using ChatGPT to make money. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde. Welcome. Please subscribe to the #1 community for real estate, income, grants, and credit. Is it possible to make money with a platform like OpenAI's ChatGPT? And the answer is yes. So the first thing you want to do is to register your account. You'll simply go to their website, put in your email, and set up a free account. Next, you'll notice on the bottom where you can actually start to plug in your questions and start to get responses from ChatGPT in seconds. Now, one thing I must say, even though I'm using ChatGPT in an AI language model, which actually gives you responses within seconds, it's very important when you're establishing a daily routine for your business that you actually have 3 key components, and that is discipline, commitment, and also time blocking. This is something that I've actually practiced over the years before technology, where I actually started to build my businesses by just being consistent and focusing on these 3 key metrics. Even with a powerful tool like ChatGPT, you still need to actually show up, and also you still need to be organized so that what ChatGPT gives you, you can actually find useful for your business and start to make more money. So I normally start my day at 6 a.m., but my business schedule starts at 8 a.m. So we have 3 time blocks. So from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. is for new contacts as well as new business. From 12 noon to 2 p.m. is for follow-up. And from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. is for marketing and social media prime time. So this is actually how our time is blocked out on a daily basis. And what's on my mind the entire time is business and grants. What new contacts can we make for the business today to take it to the next level? And also, what grants can we apply for on a daily basis to bring in more streams of income into the business? And so our business is real estate and marketing. And when I look at a business, there are 3 keys that I look for. Number 1, I want a business that actually can get grants with. And number 2, I actually want a business that can generate customers as well as income capital. And finally, number 3, I actually want a business that's properly set up. All these 3 factors must be in place in order for this to work consistently, in order for me to actually go out, do business, get business, generate money for the business, and also get grants as an income stream for that business. So our real estate business includes retail as well as investments. So here in New Jersey, I'm a licensed real estate agent, and I actually help customers buy and sell their homes as well as rent and rent-to-own homes. And on the investment side, my wife and I actually make investments. We actually purchase investment property, not only here in New Jersey, but around the country. So self-storage, multifamily properties, land, the list goes on. And on the marketing side, we have a video marketing business where we help customers generate traffic online, as well as an influencer management business where we work with influencers, large influencers from all around the country to help brands reach their customers. So you're using ChatGPT to meet our demands. We use the command prompts to extract and get the data that we need to execute and get more business as well as grants. So ChatGPT has many command prompt categories. So writing, suggestions, comparisons, list generation, feedback, and also research. All of these command prompts can be actually very effective in helping you make money using ChatGPT on a daily basis. We primarily use the research feature to be able to help us extract and get data that we need during our time block sections so we can actually get targeted results, maximizing our time as well as our day. Now, of course, this is a developing AI model, so you always want to make sure that you fact check what ChatGPT gives you back, specifically for the command prompts that are suggestions. So in doing research and using the data that ChatGPT gives us during our 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. time block, where we actually want to make new contacts and new business for our real estate business, we're going to actually start with the research feature in the command prompt. We're going to enter in something like best real estate markets for self-storage. So as you can see, it gives you back real-time stats on the self-storage industry. So it says self-storage is a growing industry, and that there are several factors to consider when identifying the best real estate market for self-storage. And here are some of the factors to consider: population density, economic growth, real estate availability and pricing, as well as your competition. Now, based on these factors, it's recommending and giving to us these locations as some of the best locations for us to actually invest and focus in on for self-storage opportunities. Austin, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Orlando, Charlotte, Nashville, Denver, Salt Lake City, Seattle, Dallas. And it finishes up by saying, it's important to note that while these markets may be favorable for self-storage, it's still important to conduct thorough research and analysis before investing in any real estate market. So this is actually very helpful because it not only gave us the best markets for self-storage, but it also gave us the factors why. It informed us of what we need to be thinking about and what research to consider when we're making an educated and calculated move to invest in a specific market. Now, normally in my daily routine, I'll keep two screens open, one for business and one for grants, because I actually am working on them simultaneously. As I share here on my channel many times, no matter how successful your business is, no matter how much you have going on, you always want to actually focus in on getting grants for your business. It's extremely important. It can actually be a game changer to your bottom line and your income coming into your business. So having a grant screen open, I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what are the best grants for small business? It says there are several grants available for small business. However, the availability of grants and the eligibility criteria vary depending on the industry, location, as well as the business type. Here are some of the best grants for small business. Number one, the Small Business Innovation Research Grant, or the SBIR, or the STTR, the Small Business Technology Transfer Grant. Now, these are grants that are actually awarded to scientific research-based businesses. So if your business doesn't fit that criteria, this doesn't fit you. Next one is the Minority Business Development Agency MBDA Business Center Grants. These are grants targeted towards minority-owned businesses, as well as providing access for development opportunities, as well as resources for mentorship and training. So this would actually be a blanket and cover most businesses, specifically if you're a minority-owned business. You can actually get not only grants and capital, but also mentorship as well as resources. The next one will be the Economic Development Administration's EDA grant, which is a grant focused on manufacturers, high-growth industries, and also technology startups. Next will be the Rural Business Development Grant, which focuses on giving grants to businesses in rural areas and helping develop those communities. Next will be the National Association for Self-Employed Grants, which is the NACE grant that you hear about so much. And these grants are actually up to $5,000 from NACE. Now, it does require a NACE membership. Next will be the FedEx Small Business Grant Contest. And as you know, we've shared here many times on the FedEx Small Business Grant Contest. They actually have various amounts from $15,000 to $5,000, etc. And these are actually available for small businesses. And these are contest grants based on your innovative business ideas and being chosen for the grant. Now, it gives you this information. It says, it's important to note that these grants are highly competitive and the application process can be time consuming. You should be aware of the eligibility criteria and ensure that your business meets the requirement before applying. So one of the great things about this is not only gives you the data that you need, but it also gives you information to think about. It gives you research around it, so you actually have things to consider. So how about rent to own? Let's see if we can actually use ChatGPT to help us find rent to own homes, which is something that we actually share about when we teach in our rent to own masterclass. With rents being so high and people looking to see how they can actually make home affordable and their living standards more affordable, we are actually seeing an increase in our rent-to-own business. There's so much demand for it, and we actually can't keep up with all the demand that people are actually reaching out to us, trying to see how they can actually get themselves into rent-to-own homes. This is actually the future. It's going to be important to actually put yourself and your family in a place where you can actually not only live and experience having full home ownership, but also learning how to do that without having to actually have perfect credit and without having an institutional bank, and getting it started on home ownership sooner than later. This is actually one of the fastest growing sides of our real estate business. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what are the best real estate markets to find rent-to-own homes? And this is what it gives me back. The availability of rent-to-own homes vary by location, but there are several factors to consider when identifying the best real estate markets for rent-to-own homes. Here are some of the best factors to consider. Number one, affordability. Number two, housing inventory. Number three, economic stability. And number four, demographics. Now, based on these factors, here are some of the best real estate markets to find rent-to-own homes. Number one, Detroit. 2, Atlanta. 3, Indianapolis. 4, Memphis. 5, Kansas. 6, Tampa. 7, Columbus. 8, Dallas. 9, Houston. And 10, San Antonio. Now it gives you this. It says, it's important to note that rent-to-own homes are not as widely available as traditional rental or sale homes, and it's important to conduct thorough research and analysis before entering into a rent-to-own agreement. Additionally, it's important to work with a reputable real estate agent or company to navigate the complex legal and financial considerations involved in rent-to-own agreements. So again, it's giving you the data that you need and the data that we use so that we can actually pinpoint and target it. And we're in some of these markets already, but this is what I'm showing you just on our daily, what we do and how we use this to actually help us to be more precise, because sometimes you can actually use precision to grow your business exponentially. It actually is very key to be targeted. You can spend a lot of time and you can actually waste a lot of money by being scattered. But by you actually honing in and being specific and honing in and specifically targeting in on your customer, your market, it can actually exponentially increase your bottom line and cause you to make more money in your business. And this is actually some of the metrics and some of the data that we use from ChatGPT so that we can actually further expand. Another thing we do every single day to get more business and make more money for our business is list generation. So an example of that would be me telling ChatGPT to create a list of residential buildings in a specific area. In this particular example, we're going to be looking at Fort Lee, New Jersey. And it gives me the results. And it says, here are some of the residential buildings located in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Now, in this case, it's giving me 10 results. Now, this is highly useful to us because we actually use these lists and target these buildings to be able to reach out to retail clients. So people who are looking to try to sell, who are looking to try to rent their properties, and also tired landlords. These are people who may be absentee owners. They may not be in the area and they may have a unit in that building that they really want to get rid of, or they want to try to get top dollar for it. So this is actually of tremendous value to us because regardless of the town or the location, I'm able to generate a list and a list build and list stack. So I'm able to do this not only in my local area, but also remotely in markets all around the country. So it's lists like these, like the one ChatGPT generated, that helps us to find rent-to-own homes and also find properties for our clients all around the country. And we also do the same thing for vacant land. So for an example, this property here, we highlighted this property because of its strategic location and that we can actually get multiple uses out of this property if we can acquire it. So we actually want to do some research to find out who the owner is and find out if they have a redevelopment agreement in place on this property. And if not, we can actually make them an offer to purchase the property and actually increase the value in our equity position. So to get ChatGPT to help me cut down my time in my research of finding who that owner is, I can simply plug in the address in ChatGPT and it's going to give me information on what I may be able to look at and what sources I can look at to be able to find out who that owner is. One of the key ways to find owners of land is by using the tax records. But using ChatGPT's information, we're able to find out what's going on around that property so we can actually make an educated decision whether or not to move on it. And we also want to find out what the owner's motivation is, whether it's an absentee owner, whether it's a tied landlord, or whether it's someone who's actually behind on taxes and there's a tax lien against the property. All of these things come in handy when we're getting our data and pulling our data using ChatGPT as leverage to combine with our research so that we can actually make proper decisions and actually strike and get our business growing in the right direction. So this is actually what the results yield when we're actually using ChatGPT. Our results are precision as well as data. We're able to cut down on our research time, whether it's business or grants, and use our time wisely on a daily basis in our time block period, whether we're making new contacts, following up, or also marketing our business to grow our business and get more sales. So regardless of whatever your business is, you want to use tools like ChatGPT to grow your business, to help your research, to help you be more precise in targeting your customers, be more precise in generating sales, generating business, and most importantly, getting more grants for your business. So if you'd like to learn how to apply for more than 50 grants a year using ChatGPT and on a systematic basis consistently on a monthly basis to get more income coming into your business, make sure you check out our Grants Digital Planner. We've actually included our Grants Digital Planner in our business resource area on my website, AskRinde.com. This is actually a game changer. If you're really serious about learning how to generate sales for your business, take your business to the next level, how to get grants coming into your business consistently, and how to properly present yourself for grants, present your business, you actually want to get our Grants Digital Planner. It's actually the best document that I've used for grants and to procure and get grants for my businesses since I started this journey in 2007. It's actually a game changer for our businesses, and it will be a game changer for your business. And it will help you and position you to have order and grow your sales as well as grants coming into your business on a monthly basis. So if you'd like to check out our Grants Digital Planner, make sure you go to my website at AskRinde.com, click on Grants, and get started today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.